Welcome to Micro Moments. It's the little things.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Hyun.
And today we're going to be making kimchi. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, kimchi is a Korean fermented dish often using cabbage, radish, and other vegetables. It's known for its salty, sweet, sour, and umami flavors.
So our first step is to prepare the cabbage. This is going to take around 2 hours to do, so make sure to do it first. We're going to start by cutting it into quarters and separating the leaves. And then we're going to make a small slit in the core. And this is just going to loosen up the leaves for later.
Once the cabbages are quartered and cut, we're going to dunk it into a large basin of water. And we're going to sprinkle salt onto every single leaf, making sure to add more salt on the base of the leaf.
And that's supposed to kill the pathogens, right?
Yes, that'll change the water activity of the cabbage, and it's going to kill off the pathogens, leaving space for the more beneficial microbes to grow.
Wow, that is so cool. Yeah, that's good. While the cabbage is being salted, we're going to prepare our porridge. So I made this as a mix of water, rice flour, and sugar. I put it on the heat for about 10 minutes or until it just started to boil. Then I added the sugar and mixed for just a minute, and then I set it off to cool completely.
Once it's done cooling to room temperature, we're going to add all of that porridge into a mixing bowl. We're also going to add fish sauce and fermented shrimp,
onion, garlic, and ginger,
and Korean chili powder,
also known as gochujang. We're going to mix it all until it's homogeneous.
So Sada, how do you like eating your kimchi?
I usually like to just eat it straight out of the fridge as a snack, and I usually go to it whenever I have a stomachache.
Oh, is it because it's a probiotic?
That's right. All of those good bacteria increase my gut microbiome.
Okay, now that it's a paste, we're going to be adding our vegetables.
So this right here is Korean radish, carrots, and green onions.
Now, we really want these to be coated well, so don't be afraid to get in there with your hands.
All right, now that everything is mixed, we just have to wait for our cabbage to finish salting, and I'll see you guys in 2 hours.
The Micro Moments kitchen has moved outside because this next step could get a little messy.
Okay, so now we have our mixture made, our cabbage is fully brined and salted, so now we can start to add our mixture into our cabbage leaves. Okay, so just add it right in between each layer and make sure to rub it all over the leaf. So this next step is basically just creating an environment for fermentation, right?
Yeah, so this step here will create an environment for wild or spontaneous fermentation, specifically for lactic acid bacteria.
Oh, bacteria like Leucostorax mesenteroides, Lactobacillus plantarum.
Yeah, and Lactobacillus psyche and Wisella corensis.
Wow, there's so much bacteria in kimchi.
Yeah. In fact, it's over 100 types of bacteria that comes into this.
Holy moly, there's no way we could ever list all of those.
No, we can't.
So this is basically just going to create that acetic acid flavor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is.
Let me say, it smells delicious.
So good. Okay, now that our cabbage is fully covered, we can cut and jar it. And this is basically just going to start the first phase of fermentation, right?
Yeah. So the first phase of fermentation is going to create a lot of CO2. And that'll create an anaerobic environment for the phase 2 bacteria.
And we have to birth it.
Yes, and we have to birth it.
The phase 2 bacteria is going to create that complex flavor of kimchi that we know and love. Okay, so we just finished canning all of our kimchi. We have it here. If you want to take a look at this, look at that beautiful color. Okay.
And over here, we have kimchi that we started 2 weeks ago. If you want look better at it.
And we decided that we wanted to compare them, so we put them side by side. And first things first, let's take a look at the difference in the cabbage.
Yeah.
So this one is much more opaque, as you can see.
Versus this one, it's a lot more translucent.
It also looks very squishy, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot more flimsy.
Okay, let's do a smell test. Okay, what do you think?
Well, first off, I think the 2-week one smells less pungent than the one we just started.
Yeah, this one smells much more like, you can tell that we added the shrimp and the fish sauce and the garlic into this. Okay, let's do a taste test. Do you want to start with this?
Yeah.
It's spicy.
Okay, and now we'll try these.
Wow.
There's a big difference here.
All right, so what are you seeing?
Is a lot more complex flavors in the 2-week one. And I'm not really getting much from the one we just made.
Yeah, like this does kind of still taste like just really well seasoned cabbage.
Yes,
it's delicious,
exactly.
but like in this one, you get this punch, almost a zesty, fizzy flavor, and you just don't get that with this. Wow. So this is probably the proteins and carbohydrates in the cabbage being broken down by those bacteria.
Yeah, it's just a lot more complex by all those bacteria working together.
And creating that acidic flavor. Nice. Thank you so much for watching. We have our kimchi all done.
Big shout out to KG
He's Korean.
and our sponsor Yankee Candles.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been
Our micro moments. It's the little things.
Luganostock mesenteroids. Find mix. We're gonna start putting the mix into our kimchi. So basically,
Welcome to Micro Moments. It's the little things.
I'm Sarah,
And I'm Ian.
and today we're gonna be making